Hi everyone, my name is Chris and I'm the founder of Gamercycle, the patent-pending exercise bike that allows you to play your favorite video games while you passively burn up to 700 calories per hour. This proof of concept video series shows that Gamercycle is a powerful fat-busting machine. On September 20th, 2024, I began my 90-day Gamercycle challenge, and the challenge was simple. All I had to do was ride my Gamercycle prototype whenever I played video games. Well, over those 3 months, I played my favorite video game, PUBG, an hour and a half per day, and I lost 21 pounds. And I had a blast doing it because I was playing more PUBG than I ever played in my entire life. Gamercycle has come a long way since I filmed this cheap video series in my basement, so go to gamercycle.com and get your Gamercycle today. And good morning to everybody. Today is somebody else here. Today is November the 9th, and it is day 51 of my 90-day Gamercycle experiment. You'd hear more steps around here, so I'm a little bit cautious. As of this morning, I weighed in at 170 pounds. A few more bots to take care of. As of this morning, I weighed in at 170 pounds, which means I'm down 12 pounds since the beginning of my 90-day experiment, starting 51 days ago. Out of these last 51 days, I've exercised 46 times. Which is a hell of a lot of exercise for me. There's somebody taking very quiet steps around here, so could be somebody to be concerned about. As I always like to mention, I'm riding my 4th generation Gamercycle prototype. Nice. Okay, I think that's most of the baddies around here. Just to explain what I'm doing, today I'm riding my 4th generation Gamer Cycle prototype. Busy area today. Mostly bots, of course. I head over to the secret room, or the locked room, whatever they're called, which I think is just over this way. Often some locked cabinets in here, good place to get mollies from. And a jammer pack. No mollies. Zone's coming in fast. I like to get in a cheap spray. Never have a chance. The guy crippled that car. That was smart. I started shooting at that car thinking he was still in it, and I ended up crippling it for myself. I'm pretty sure this guy just went ahead and took off, and now he's going to cripple every single car in between here and the zone, so... So a bit of an error there on my part. I can still hear him driving around. New vest wouldn't hurt. I have a long way to go, and this guy's destroying every car in between here and in the zone. And that's going to slow me down. Good for him. Not good for me. Don't see any bikes. Hoping to find a bike now. Any sort of vehicle. Nothing. I'm gonna be screwed here. Probably gonna edit a lot of this video as I just run through the zone. Shot out all those tires. Love the sound of this gun when it has a suppressor on it. To that little jerky move at the end there. Yes. Oh man, I have a long, long ride ahead of me. All right, finally made it to the zone. Now I'm going on foot. Try to beat phase 4 here. Try to blend in as best I can. Definitely concerned about this road. $265 calories already, even if this game is all for nothing. Do have to get across this road, and at least so far, I haven't seen anybody peeking this side looking for me, so I'm gonna try to advance, hope I get lucky. If I win this game, it's gonna be a good win, considering I just spent the last 15 minutes trying to escape the zone, basically. Don't have a whole lot of bullets. All my white camouflage isn't doing much for me right now. Few more bullets. Gotta get moving. Right there in the zone. I have to go that way. I swore I just heard steps. Quickly boost up here. There he is. Over. So I can get to the low side of this crate. So now I lost my my 1x, unfortunately, so I have to go with a 3x. There's 3 left. Pretty good idea where this guy is now. Could have just been a distraction. Two left. Don't think he's behind me, because I did see that smoke come out from that other side. To me, like he came from this direction. There he is. GG, buddy. All right, 330 calories. Not bad for a first game. All right, game 2. As you can see, I'm already at 420 calories. I've already been going for 40-ish minutes. I tend to burn about 100 calories every 10 minutes that I play. That is pretty far. Nobody jumped here with me. I jumped to construction. It's usually a fun place to drop, but I don't see anybody. Okay, I got an M24. Got a whole lot of sniper rifles. Switch into 7.62. Usually what I do these days. Getting a little bit better at controlling recoil and Not too far from the zone this time. Last game, I spent the entire game out of zone. And still managed to get the win. Pretty happy with that. I used a grenade to force a guy off of his position, and I was able to fluke a bit of a headshot with the Groza. This used to be a great place to go when there were drones. And you could fly them up to a couple of the secret areas. But nothing like that anymore. This map has really lost its luster for me now that all the fun looting has been taken out. That being said, it's still a pretty decent map. It's just not what it used to be. Some exciting news for me. I'm over 900 miles since I started this experiment, and looking forward to the day where I'm going to say 1,000 miles. It's happening. It's going to happen very soon. That's well over almost 1,500 kilometers for all my Canadian brothers out there. I am Canadian. There's usually... Still don't have much of a scope here. It's usually a car over this way. Level 3 vest. Quick draw mag. That'll be a pretty exciting day when I can say I've done over 1,000 miles on this bike. Playing video games. Gotten over 500 kills in PUBG, 35 wins. And I'd have been doing that anyway. So you might as well do it while you're exercising. Kill two birds with one stone. Gonna get to this bridge area here. See if there's anybody ootin' a boot, as we like to say in Canada. And there is.
You're on fire!
Got the kill with the molly. Guy's taking my bike. Fishing and flying. I think he got me last week, so it's very nice. It's got a 100% jammer pack, which I could use. Didn't get any headshots on him. There are more steps. that have gone very quiet all of a sudden, very suspiciously. Just about. 520 calories in my second game. Having a great time playing my favorite game, PUBG. Of course, this applies to anything that you want to play as well. The magical thing about this is I'm exercising in zone 2. And that's just very low and slow cardio. And that's where you burn the most fat. And it is super easy to stay consistent. Always said as a personal trainer, consistency was what's going to drive your results. And you're looking for a fun way to stay consistent because you find exercise boring, it's just not for you. Well, if exercise isn't for you, Gamercycle is. This is the most I've ever exercised, and like I said, I was a personal trainer. I used to live in a gym. Gonna take the bridge anyway. See if anybody else comes across. Do hear a car. It's coming from the other direction. Doesn't look like anybody's coming. Oh, don't hit that wall. Evil Knievel here. How high up I can get on these mountains. They look pretty difficult to traverse, but maybe not impossible. Whoa, almost died there. My bike up behind these rocks here. 88 Timmy's playing. Had some battles with him. I think he's gotten the best of most of them, probably. That door is open up there. Almost 600 calories. Second game. Rate at 290. Don't see anything crawling whatsoever. Always hesitant to use motorcycles and stuff in these late game situations because I don't want to give away my position. At the same time, you don't want to get caught out in a flat spot. But here I go. Old habits die hard. Just a bot. Right over his shoulder.
Yes.
Somewhere in the trees. Skinned helmet. Extended mag, which will be helpful. $11 left, 600 calories. Game 2. Guys out in the zone, probably going to die out there. It is phase 4. Cactus made a pretty convincing person right there. I feel like I've had a lot of circle endings up here. Looks like the zone did not kill that guy. Oh wait, 2 people just died, so could be. Don't see anybody. Crazy circle location. I feel like I've never done this particular location before. Where are we? Way off in the far corner of the map. Note there are a lot of people who beat me here, so could be like a turn and shoot sort of scenario. Only 3 left. There was 11 left just a few seconds ago, but it's such a far circle location that People are just dying in the zone. Hope that doesn't mean everybody's gonna die the last second. I'm not gonna shoot anybody. Uncharted territory here. Way off in the burbs. You have some high ground to work with, which I'm trying to do a bit more often. And I have cover on this side as well, so I think this isn't a terrible spot until I have to move, and then it might suck. Still. And you feel like people are coming at you from this side, you know? One bot left. Lost my footing there. Thought I saw him way off on the other side of the valley, but a lot of shapes out here that look like real people. I feel like it's just me and Timmy left. There. This little wedge over here that I liked. Crate coming down. There he is. There goes his helmet. That was a level 3. Pretty sure. It's going to come right up behind that crate, I think. Some smoke to work with. It's definitely out one of these trees. Nice if I could tag him again and maybe throw a grenade at him. There it is. Was that Timmy? No, it was not. Never as good as you. Well, you're right. And on to game 3. Jump to a little spot just outside of Picado that I always seem to have a fun time at. I don't think anybody jumped here with me. Wasn't that far off the flight path though, so shouldn't be too far off. Okay, so not much going on here. Might be able to get this guy. It's pretty far. I like in my position. If I can get a surprise kill, that would have been okay, but
Well, it's about time.
so he did move his car behind.
Aha!
See him trying to line me up there. It's moved. Give myself a little bit less angle to get shot from. Still took a shot at me. I didn't see him though. There he is. I think that's pretty close. This little wedge to work with here. He's trying to line me up, so still over here. Should probably met up if you're going to take on this sort of thing. Does seem to be pretty persistent, even though he's not in the zone. Remember, I did shoot somebody out of a car just the other day, so it's not that far-fetched. Good for him deciding that it wasn't worth it. The zone coming in. For me, I'd probably have stayed in that fight for too long. Flying right over my head, so I just keep running in the direction of 320-ish. Come across the crate eventually. I think maybe it would have been better to have gone with an assault rifle instead of the SMG on this map, now that I'm thinking about it. So make that switch when I get to power grid. $800 calories, only my third game. It's a Saturday morning. Not even sure if my wife is awake yet. And it's my dog's first birthday. So I think we're doing a bunch of dog stuff today. I really wanted to make sure that I get my exercise out of the way. I've already been doing an hour 20. And I'm hoping I'll have enough time for one more game after this. See how early I die. I do think I'm going to switch to an AR. There's my ace and an extended. Can't quite reach this guy. There he is. Somebody's shooting at me with a suppressed sniper rifle. From up on the hill. Don't think there's much cover up there, so not going to go that way. He is in the zone. What's that? Look like a person standing there.
Aha!
Try to get a cheap shot in on me. That's behind me. Best as I could tell. Nope, off to the left. Okay. Now it sounds like it's behind me again. This is weird. Pretty close. Don't think he's gonna get me before I get to these hills over here. Want to get over to this cover. That guy has to be in the zone now. Almost 900 calories. Where's this guy? There he is. Missed him. Surprised I missed him, actually. That seemed pretty close. 8 left. Don't have a whole lot to work with right here. This bald side of the hill. Get up into this range, that'd be nice. This squirrely. I think he's a bot, man. Like, he was just a bot. Sure how far up I can get here. You have a bit of a wedge to work with. I don't think there's anybody coming at me from that side, so... Somebody way over there, somebody way down here. How did I miss that? Guy's gonna die in the zone. Waste of bullets. Nice if I can get up there. Beach is over that way. Beach 34. Oh, yeah, sometimes you fall and you're thinking, oh, I'm gonna die. Try to avoid this complex. Make them come to me. Don't think there's anybody behind me. Just have one frag. That's what I complain about Miramar is the loot can be a bit sparse sometimes. Circle is going to force me to go to that complex. Thought for sure it would pull away from the complex, but instead it did the exact opposite. So I'm going to try to work my way around the short circle, the short side of the circle. Stay on the edge. Could be that there's no other way up into there, though. Yep. Seems that way. Might be able to make my way up on the rocks. I am in, technically. Couldn't get up those rocks. Did see somebody go that way. 950 calories in case I die. 3 left still. There he is. GG Beach. The last game. Just gonna jump to the main building a terminal. I only have about 15 minutes left before this bike times out. It's really annoying because I could easily do a full game. So I decided to jump to the hottest place on this map. So that way if I die, it's all good. Hearing steps everywhere, but not seeing anybody. Already over 1,000 calories. Just running around my building. Be underneath me. Oh,
That was close.
scared the hell out of me. Somewhere out in that area, puppet. I am in zone. Just pedaling and playing. And that's our slogan. Just pedal and play. And it really is that simple. I think I might switch over to my ace. Footsteps off to my right. Gun battle off to the left. So I only have 7 minutes left on this program, and this is something that we'll have to fix when we make the real gamer cycle, but the maximum that you can go is 2 hours, and it's pretty easy to go longer than 2 hours on a gamer cycle. So we definitely want people to have that option to be able to go a little bit longer if you so desire. I know what they're thinking. They're thinking, who is going to exercise that much? And the answer, somebody who's playing a video game. Also got to make the seat a bit more comfortable. This one's just breaking my ass right now. Could use a bigger bag. Got this much loot. Wasn't ready for that at all. Here's my 3 bag. I don't know why that window broke. Well, if you can get it struck by lightning. If you're out in the zone, out in the lightning zone. So I have 4 minutes left at 1,164 calories. Exercise has never been easier. Just have to pedal and play on a gamer cycle. "25 seconds. Let's see what happens." $11.84, and it just ends. Awful. So that's something that we're definitely going to have to fix for the real gamer cycle. This is just a prototype that I've built using a whole bunch of other parts. Select user. And I'm going to finish out this game on level 15 on this bike, and I'll just have to add the calories together. So I'm already over 1,100 calories, almost 1,200 calories. I'm just going to keep going. Another bot I was not ready for at all. So once I hit 15 calories here, that's going to be 1,200. Hope my bike will make it across this. Cars do. Bikes do also. Five left. Hasn't been a very interesting game. Car up there seems a bit suspicious. Bot way over there. Four left. That bot might have died in the zone. It's probably safe to assume there's somebody in there.
Yes!
Aiming over this way. Makes me think there's somebody over here. Two left. No bearing on this last player. I'm wondering if it's just a bot who's going to die in the zone. Not the case. All right, so 1,250 calories today. Not bad at all for a Saturday morning. Have a great weekend.